Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. I'm not in a good mood today, so let's start the show. All right, the truth has come out on Nico. We're trying to figure out where the crap Nico's been, and we've learned through sort of some summation of what's happening. Turns out we're probably looking at a red shirt for Nico, and some of the verbiage that we've heard from Coach Heupel in his post-game presser sort of leads us to believe that, and you'll see that in a lot of headlines, that it looks like he's going to red shirt, and it's been all over social media. And here you see it on VolQuest on their Twitter page, said Josh Heupel indicates red shirt plans for Tennessee freshman Nico. Here you see another fellow, Ryan, says Nico will be a red shirt freshman next season. He's played in just 3 of the maximum 4 regular season games to keep him eligible with only 1 match remaining. And that's pretty much all over social media, so it's pretty clear what's going on. So that explains why he's not been playing very much at all. You know, we saw him recently in the Connecticut game, which he looked really good. And he showed some of that quickness, the ability to escape, the ability to throw with touch, to put an arch on the ball, and to throw on the run. So all the qualities you're looking for in a quarterback, he's got them. And there's plenty of coaches out there who think he's going to be great. So that explains why he hadn't been playing. Yesterday sucked.
That's right, it sucks.
It was a terrible game. Just our third down conversion rate was pitiful, 2 for 11. Our quarterback, Joe Milton, played a poor game. There's no other way to put it. And like I said, I'm in a mood today. So if you're somebody that can't stand smart aleckness, this is not the video for you.
You don't need to hear things like that. You're just a boy. You need to think about good thoughts while you're still a boy.
Yep, just walk away if that bothers you. If you want to just hear nothing but sunshine and roses, this video is not for you. And I've been all up in my feelings today and trying to deal with this. I've been wearing my Gen Z toboggan, which that usually helps. And of course, I've had my participation trophy nearby. I've been holding it to see if that would help. And I've been in my safe space. I did have to work today, unfortunately.
Well, the world needs ditch diggers, too.
But, you know, I'm now in my safe space. None of this crap's working. I'll just go ahead and tell you, so forget this. Those millennials and Gen Z are full of crap. Doesn't work. What would have worked was some better quarterback play and for our defense to get off the field occasionally. And it was a combination of all of that and many other things. Let's take a look at these stats real quick. This ought to be freaking fun. Let's take a little look-see at a comparison here. Let's see. Beck was 24 of 30, which is, 80%, almost 300 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Our quarterback was 17 for 30, 147 yards, so half as many yards and 0 touchdowns. Look, we had plenty of opportunity to score touchdowns. It was just overthrow, underthrow, throw it too hard. He could have had a touchdown. He could have waltzed in for one of them, but he decided to throw instead. So it just wasn't very pretty. And here you see one of the biggest problems, 9 for 13 on third down. Carson Beck played really well. When he needed to run to get it, he would do that, or he'd make a nice touch pass, or he'd make a clutch pass. We were 2 for 11 on third down. Many of those were 3rd and 3. We just couldn't do anything right. It was just a total cluster. So anyway, I'm not going to sit here and rip on Joe Milton. You know, he's had some good games this year. He actually had made some improvement. Last 2 games, we scored, 17 points? That's horrendous. That can't happen with the Josh Heupel offense. He's never had that happen. Let me show you what the guy normally does. Yeah, right here's what Josh Heupel offenses do. This is when he was an offensive coordinator, 31 and 37. Then he became a head coach, 43, 43, 42, 39, 46. That's his last 7 years. And his last 5 years, he's averaged over 40 points a game. The last 2 games, we've averaged 8.5 points. I'll just go ahead and tell you, I'm not going to be blaming Josh Heupel for this. But on the other hand, he's making the decisions. He's decided that he's redshirting Nico. And we may very well see him in the Vanderbilt game because that'd be the 4th game. So I think it is Nico time. And you can still save that red shirt. Just play him in the Vanderbilt game. Go ahead and start Joe. You know, it's senior day, I believe. Go ahead and start him. But let him run 1 or 2 series. Then put Nico in 1 or 2 series and get Nico 50% of the snaps. And then hopefully Joe decides to get ready for the combine, which is what he needs to focus on. And forget about the bowl game, and let's go ahead with Nico in it because it will not count towards the red shirt. So he can still redshirt his freshman year. He'll have played in 4 games, and he can play in the bowl game. And we can go ahead and get ready for 2024 with him getting very important live reps, which is what he needs because he's had so few this year. Look, he's the future of our quarterback situation. this season's going to be what it's going to be. 8-4, some decent bowl. But you know what? If Nico gets to play, that changes everything. Then all of a sudden the fan base can get all excited. We can send Joe to the NFL where he'll get picked up somewhere, even if he doesn't get drafted. And I think he will get drafted, probably in the 5th, 6th, 7th round. If he doesn't, some team will take a chance on him because he's got that arm talent and his size. You know, it's time for us to start playing for the future and getting the fan base excited and getting the team excited. And this type of play, look, if Joe was scoring points, even if he wasn't playing bad, I'd be fine. But we can't have 10 and 7. You will win no ball games. You will not win a ball game with that type of scoring. It's not going to happen. Now, I'm not worried about Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's a different deal. That'll be an easy win regardless. It's going to be at Neyland. So, I mean, last year we scored 52 points on them, and I don't even think we threw for 150 yards. We just ran all over them. We'll do that again. Vanderbilt's got nothing to play for. They've had a terrible season. They've beaten nobody.
Again.
And for good reason. They've just played very poorly. They just don't have a lot of talent over there, unfortunately. So, anyway, let's move forward with Nico. Let's send Joe out, positively. I'm not going to sit here and just rip on the guy. It just boils down to the fact you've got to score points. And I don't care whether your stats are good or bad. You got to score points. That's how you win a ball game. You don't win by, okay, well, I looked pretty good. I looked okay. No. You scored 10 points and 7 points in a Josh Heupel offense. No, that does not work. That does not compute.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
That's right. Danger, Will Robinson. Absolutely. Good grief. 10 points and 7 points? No, that's not going to work. But at least we know why we've not been seeing Nico. Now we understand. Originally, we were told they were not going to redshirt him. Now we find out they've changed their mind, which is fine, but I would have liked to have known that. That way we wouldn't be over there screaming for Nico. We'd be like, well, they're going to redshirt him. We'd be screaming for Gaston Moore or whoever, Navy Schuler. Somebody. Help! Anyway, it's Nico time now. And now we know the facts. Now we know it's going to be a redshirt year, and that explains a lot. And like I said, hopefully we get to see a bunch of them in the Vanderbilt game, and then we get to see him start the bowl game. That would be my preference. I don't know if that'll happen, but that would be great for the team. That'd be great for the fan base. Joe can focus on the combine, go play in the NFL. I wish him the best. He'll be a millionaire. He may be a second-string, third-string guy. There's going to be plenty of coaches that think they can work with him and do something with him, and I can understand why. But it's Nico time now. So let's get the ball rolling. Let's get this young man in there and see what he can do for us. I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised. I was listening to a Blue Chip Breakdown with Bull and P. They can't wait for Nico. I'll just go ahead and tell you, they cannot wait. So let's get this ball rolling and start getting positive, and I'll get out of my smart alecky mindset.
Don't touch!
And so if you manage to get through this, hopefully it wasn't too bad on you. For you snowflakes, hopefully you checked out. I don't want you coming in the comment section, oh, you're not being positive. And that's what you sound like to me when I read your comments. Be more positive. We got beat bad 2 weeks in a row. I'm not going to be positive about that. I know a little something about Division I sports, okay?
Okay.
I played over at UT. I was on the golf team, not the football team. But when you get your rear end handed to you 2 weeks in a row, you're not going to be all happy about it. All right, folks, now if you like this content and it doesn't upset you, then just hit that like button and hit this button right over here. It's the subscribe button. Just hit that little button right there. It'll get my videos to you without you having to work too hard for them. It doesn't cost you a dime. And right over here's the most recent video YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. And we'll see you next time on Sports Talk J, where I maybe will be in a better mood. We'll see. Maybe not. It's just a risk you'll have to take. We'll see you.